Hello, my dear students. I have already made several videos on MSME, which is very important chapter in entrepreneurial development. And now let us understand some more aspects, that is importance of MSME. Why do we give so much importance for the subject? And so many things let us understand. Let me share some points with you. As you know very well, I'm Dr. Prajna Mattihalli, who is working in Government First Grade College, Dharwad, Karnataka. So, I would like to say hello to all the interested students who are learning this entrepreneurial development subject. Hello, students. Today, let us understand the importance of MSME, that is micro, small, medium enterprises. What are they? How are they? What are their features? What are their functions? And what are their types, etc. I have already explained in my earlier videos. So if you want to know some more aspects about it, please refer my earlier videos, which you will get in my video channel, that is Prajna Mattihalli channel. Okay. So let us understand today's topic, importance. First thing is generation of employment. As you know very well, there are so many industries and it is very easy to start micro industry or a small industry or medium entrepreneurs because of the reason that it includes less investment. So we can easily start it out and you can give employment to the people who are ready to work here. So it generates the employment. As you know very well, unemployment is the big issue in India. As India consists a great population in the world as far as youth generation is concerned. It is the first country in the world which has more number of youth in it. So generation of employment is very important task here in our country. So in that respect, we have to appreciate MSME. So self-employment is possible. You need not worry about the government jobs. You need not take any kind of examinations or entrance exams or that is you need not worry of putting the applications in government sector, private sector, giving the details, this, that, nothing is that. It is self-employment scheme, so you can start your own industry here in case of MSME. So lesser capital requirement, as you know very well, only 25 lakhs is sufficient in case of micro industry, or if you want to start a quite bigger, then you can go with up to 2 crores. You can go with small industries or medium industries. So all these industries require very less amount of capital. So mobilization of capital is also possible here in case of MSME and facilitate entrepreneurial development. So because of this MSME, we are observing that there is ample opportunity for entrepreneurial development. Balanced regional development. As you are witnessing, there are many regions. Some regions, for example, in our Karnataka, Bangalore, Mysore, etc., are well-developed regions, we can say. And if you come to the northern part of the Karnataka, that is Bidar, Gulbarga, etc., it is less developed region. So this kind of imbalance can be set off and there will be balanced regional development if you start the MSME or and entrepreneurs in less developed regions. Automatically they get developed. So this is how we are understanding the importance of MSME, and so many points are left out. Let us discuss it once again. Okay, let us go for further points. That is savings in foreign exchange. As you do export, as you do as you send the goods to other countries, you can earn foreign exchange. And equitable distribution of income. What happens in case of large industry, only one industrialist who start that industry will become billionaire. For example, Tata, Mittals, or Ambani, etc. They have started large scale industries and they have earned like money like anything. They have become well to do. But how about the others? If you start small industries, instead of one large industry, thousands small industries can be started, so that thousands people can become well to do, or they can earn income. So it becomes equitable distribution of income will be there, and beneficial to large industries. As you know very well, small industries are not competents to the large scale industry, rather they are ancillary units. They help the large scale industries by providing their goods. So it helps them. Better industrial relations will be there. As you know very well, MSME can be managed very easily and good industrial relations can be maintained. Contribution to national economy: as you earn income, you are contributing to the national economy. Mobilization of resources, because by starting the industries, you are mobilizing labor, capital, natural resources, raw materials, etc. So mobilization of resources is possible. So my dear students, just by observing these points, don't think that MSME is the best. It doesn't have any kind of disadvantage. No, it's not the case. As you are observing the advantages, and same time you have to understand even the disadvantages. Let us go to the disadvantages. That is, competitions from large scale industries is there. It is a threat. As large scale industries are well enough, they are very strong in case of finance, in case of labor strength, and they can give good competition. So small scale industries cannot compete with them. That is the thing. Suffers from quality problem and financial problem. As it is very small industry, it cannot give very good quality. Quality competition is not possible. And finance also can be provided to some extent, but after one point, uh, providing the finance is also not so easy. Facilities are not properly available as they are very small industries. They cannot make their own infrastructure development. So they lack this kind of thing. And delayed payment will be there. If it is in case of large scale industry, they are having good financial strength and they give discounts, even delayed payment is okay with them, but it is not possible in case of MSME. Time quality management is not adopted because of its lacuna. Small industries cannot adopt it. Poor infrastructure, as I have already mentioned, it is not possible for them to get their own infrastructure development. They are depending upon the government for the development of road, transport facility, communications, etc. They are depending upon the government sector, whereas large scale industries can do it for themselves. So many disadvantages we are observing. As you know very well, these kind of disadvantages, because of these, small industries suffer a lot. Okay, let us observe some more disadvantages. No upgradation of technology is possible with the small industry. SSI units unable to recruit. Unsafe working conditions are there. So many measures we have to take in case of working conditions. When if you want to make it safe, you have to take many measures, which is not possible with small scale industries. No insurance is provided to them. Whenever executives of parent units are under pressure, it will be the problem for the small scale industries. Executives of parent units do not treat small units owners with respect because they are well off. Parent units means they are large scale industries. They are well to do and they are having good financial strength, good labor strength. So sometimes what happens, they may become egoistic and they may not treat the small units in good respect and all. So it becomes a challenge for them. As you know very well, or as you are observing now, there are many challenges for small entrepreneurs or MSME. So they have to face it, they have to win it. Mm, so I'm showing you the picture wherein the son, he is very enthusiastic and he faces each and every cloud with all the preparations, and the cloud cannot do anything to the sun as he is very energetic. That kind of attitude is required for MSME so that they can face any kind of problems in their future. So lack of finance, as I have already mentioned, it is a big problem for the small industries. Lack of raw materials, machinery equipment is also a problem. It may be costly, and small industries may not be in a position to purchase them. And marketing problem is there. They have to struggle for the same. And idle capacity, because when the machinery capacity is very high and demand or the orders are very less, then production may not be possible. So idle capacity will be there. Competition from large scale units and obsolete technology. Sometimes what happens, small industries adopt outdated technologies, and as and when time grows, technology also get enhanced, and up-to-date modern technology cannot be adopted by small units as they lack finance or something like that. So these kind of problems are there with them. They have to face it, like son will be recreating himself by drinking some orange juice or lemon juice. If he gets recreated or energetic, and he, after gaining that kind of energy, he faces all sort of challenges. In the same way, even our industries have to face their challenges. That is infrastructure problem, and skilled manpower is required, and if it is not available at low rate and all, they have to face lot of problems. Project planning, they have to prepare the project planning and they have to get it approved. Managerial skills, they have to appoint good number of managers who have got good skills. And poor recoveries, if you give credit, you have to recover it. Sometimes what happens in market, people won't give money back. They say, give one more week, give one more week, give one more week. Like this, the time goes on spending, and if money is not recovered, then financial problems will be there. And small scale industries, they depend badly on the recovery. So recovery, if it is not good, then in the days to come, small scale industries feel the problem. So unsuitable location, if it is there, then it cannot shift its location also, because that will be costly for the small scale industry. So if it is not suitable for the industry, it has to suffer. So inefficient labor, if labors are not sufficient and not efficient, then also the problem gets arised. So do you think these challenges are very big problem or very big issues? No, it's not like that. Even there are so many remedial issues, you can think of it. And even the small industries, medium industries, or MSME, they can have remedial measures. They can face the challenges, and even in the future, they can get over it. So that possibility is there. So they have to struggle hard, no doubt, but they can do it. So let us study what are those remedial measures. Okay. As you are observing, when you go up, just like a flight, it goes up in the sky, And even after going up in the sky, it can look towards the earth, then the earth becomes beautiful. Just the thing is, you have to go high. So if it tries hard, even MSME can do some miracles. It can have this kind of remedial measures which is given by government. Institutional arrangements are made by government. Financial help will be given. District industry center, you might have seen DIC, district industrial centers are there in every district, which is set up, which is actually established by the government itself. Industrial estates, you might have seen. If you enter Bangalore, outside the Bangalore, you can observe Pinya, which is industrial estate. And if you are entering Hubli, that is Tarihal is industrial estate in Hubli. And if you are in Dharwad, you can observe that is industrial estate, which is in Belgaum Road, that is industrial estate. So in every city, probably outskirts, you can observe industrial estates. That is the place provided to set up the industries. All the industries will be situated there itself. So if that particular area, if it provides infrastructural facility, then all the industries can come under one umbrella. Then tax concessions can be given by the government. Marketing facilities will be provided. SIDBI, you may be knowing it, that is SIDBI, Small Industrial Development Board, Development Bank of India, that is SIDBI. So let us understand SIDBI in detail in next chapter. So many packages for promotion of MSME is provided. National Common Minimum Program of Government Sustained Economic Growth in a manner that generates employment. Government has also announced a policy package for stepping up credit to small and medium enterprises. Significant improvements have been made in credit-linked capital subsidy scheme for technological upgradation. Then facilitative measures are being undertaken. Effective planning is made by the government. Improvement in techniques of production. Training and development is also there. Regular supply of raw material is made. Development of suitable machinery. Other measures are also undertaken. So my dear students, here in this video, I have discussed so many aspects, that is importance, advantages, disadvantages, government measures about the MSME. As I have already mentioned, you can refer my earlier videos also for the better knowledge, and don't forget to wait for my next videos, wherein I will discuss some more aspects of entrepreneurial development subject. I hope you are all enjoying my videos. So here I would like to end my video here only, and I request you to give for feedback. Thank you, friends.